Hi guys, welcome to our very first podcast. In this podcast, we talk about Foreign Express and why we do what we're doing. We also go in depth to understand the trends around popular songs that you've probably listened to, and also talk a little bit about the album that we just released this year. And finally, we talk about Afrobeats and why Afrobeats is trending globally. With that being said, sit down, grab your popcorn, and enjoy the session. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the first ever Foreign Express podcast.
We're live,
It's been a long time coming, man.
For sure, man.
How'd you guys feel, man? How do you guys feel?
I feel like we made it. Mama, I made it.
Add those to the lyrics next time when you're rapping. Mama, I made it. Mama, I made it.
No, but guys, we like that. I like the enthusiasm, even with 0 subscribers at the moment, right?
Yeah, we have to make it feel like we have
0 subscribers.
We do. 0 subscribers, bro. Did you check the latest stats? So that's the reason why we're encouraging you guys to subscribe. At least let's have 2 subscribers to start the channel.
Let's start with that, yeah.
Yeah, 2 subscribers, and we pick up from there.
We don't even have the channel yet.
This is all that comes into the planning. This is all that comes into the planning.
Yeah.
We tell guys we don't have the channel, we don't have the subscribers, we don't have the audience.
We don't have the
And
likes.
we shall figure it out.
As long as we're hopeful, that's all that matters.
That's
Yeah,
it,
yeah,
man.
definitely.
That's it, man.
So on to you, Collins, man.
So my name is Collins J. You all know me. I'm a storyteller. I
Sheesh.
like writing lyrics, and I feel like we made it. I'm part of the first episode. Foreign Express exclusively.
There you go.
Bro,
there
you
you
guys
go.
should be an MC, man.
No, come on.
Giving official introductions. What's up, everybody? I'm Collins J. I'm part of the first Foreign Express podcast. I love it, man.
Yeah, man, like, I just want to know what you guys been up to. You know, it's been, I know we've been planning, you've been doing a lot of things in the background, and people want to know, like, what are we up to? I just told you I'm Collins J. I write music, I'm a storyteller. I like that
Do you know the
vibe.
problem we have with this guy today? He has introduced himself. He even refused to allow us introduce ourselves. These guys don't know who they. It's like I want you guys. It's like we're
Wait
the
a
mysterious guys. We're the mysterious guys
Joe,
going to be talking about.
So, before we even start,
It's too late, man. It's too late.
It's your birthday,
Guy-
man. I want to give you a shout out.
It's too late, bro.
To give you that shout out, I want to give you the opportunity to be the first person to present yourself. Joe, what have you been up to?
It's
Tell
too
me
late.
about
You
you.
cannot
man.
come back from this one,
Come
man.
on.
You owe me. You
Happy
owe me.
birthday, though.
You
Happy
owe me.
birthday.
You owe me the drink tonight.
Yes, for sure. Happy
Like
birthday.
a serious good drink, expensive on your bill.
Expensive drink.
Yeah, you
We shall
see,
talk
I'm always-
about
Guys,
that after the
guys,
podcast.
$60 coming up for him failing to, you know.
Let's talk about that. But tell us, what have you been up to? Like, what's happening in your life, man?
Man, you know, divorce is hard sometimes.
Divorce.
I always like getting to Kene when I say that. Just messing with him all the time. But guys, I'm just kidding, man. Life has been good. Ups and downs. I don't want to pretend to be a social media Instagram
Influencer. or
influencer
something,
where they
right?
only post their upsides. People don't talk about their
No,
downsides,
no,
bro.
no.
It is a cold world out here. Let no one tell you that they're living their best lives. Maybe there are people who are, but I would say I'm grateful where I am right now.
That's facts.
Yeah.
Right? I'm grateful for where I am. I've learned lessons. I have, improved. I have become a man. Today is my birthday.
Whoa.
Yes, so,
Guys, let's put the hands together for Mr. Joe.
I was a man before, but I am a man now with MAN, capital letters.
Facts.
Yeah, because next time when you hear that Joe is having a baby, don't be surprised, bro. This is the
Just
I
time.
don't know why it doesn't happen a while ago, brother.
Bro, because I was just a man.
You're
But
just
now
a man.
I am a man. You know what I mean?
You know, money.
I am manly.
Yeah, manly.
Yeah, the manly energy is kicking out now. So, yeah, man. And that's what I've been up to. Music, work, what else? Projects, developing my craft. Some of you guys know I like filming and stuff.
Yeah.
And I've been working closely with my brother here, making music.
Exactly.
That's the reason why
Exclusively.
Foreign Express is here.
Straight up.
Nurturing talent. And yeah, man, that's been about it.
That's good stuff, man. Happy birthday one more time.
Happy
Thank you,
birthday,
man.
man.
Thank
Before
you,
I
guys.
cross it over to Mr. Steal Your Girl. You know what I'm talking about?
So for me, I don't know how to steal girls. Eh?
Guys,
Mr. Steal Your Girl, Dubemke. Tell us about you. What have you been up to, man?
Please, first of all, let's clear these allegations.
You don't want to be caught red-handed with it.
Man, if you know Collins J, write him on Instagram, tell him that I am not Mr. Steal Your Girl.
I thought you're gonna say Mr. Steal Your Girl.
No. I'm not going to accept such how do they call it? Incriminating
statements.
No. I'm gonna put the word. But guys, however, I've been on the grind lately.
Yeah.
2022 has been one of a year. That's how I'm gonna put it. You know, we started a lot of things. We kept the process going. We kept pushing. And I knew that hard work is work, guys. And because of that, I made sure I constantly remember that I have a goal. We have a goal together.
Yeah, that's a
and
very
we
big
must
statement.
achieve it.
Yeah.
So we have to make sacrifices. And that's the mindset I have. So constantly grinding, putting out music, working with these guys here.
Yeah.
Shooting. What do we have on the agenda? We have the foreign in my living room session.
My sessions,
session,
the podcast, events,
event planning, also
music.
So you can imagine what the team is doing here. So just know that when you see this Foreign Express, it's not just one person.
Yeah, it's a whole team
now. It's a core team behind the scenes making things work.
And it keeps growing now. It's just growing. Yeah.
Keeps growing.
Keeps growing.
Yeah.
Since you've gone into that direction of the projects that are happening already, so could we have maybe a rundown of Foreign Express? What have we been up to? Like, how did Foreign Express start? And what's our mission? What's the mission of Foreign Express?
Very good question.
Very good question. Maybe you could start and tell us what's your view on Foreign Express. If somebody is out there, they want to know, like, these guys are talking about Foreign Express. What's that all about?
I think Joe touched on a couple of points already during his introduction when he mentioned nurturing. That's a key word. Nurturing, and then secondly, collaboration.
100%.
Our mission is to be able to create a strong core of strong foundation for foreigners that are coming, whether you're for studies, whether you're coming to work, but you have these core ingredients like music making, could be filmmaking. So giving you a platform to grow and we collaborate and make something that will be outstanding within the world. Let's not limit ourselves to Hungary, because of what we are doing now can go to wherever we push it to.
Just so they know we're in Hungary, Budapest. You know what time
we're locked in. You know what time it is. We're locked in.
That's basically the point. Collaboration, nurturing, creating a platform basically for foreigners to be able to indulge themselves and express themselves. And we also, Hungarians are free to work with us, but we just try to niche it out and target the specific people that do not have platform, since language barrier, whatever the case may be, that's the goal.
Yeah. And I also think that just even going back through our experiences, and also you have seen it, most times when you attend events here in Budapest, mostly it's like Hungarians performing. If not, there's like an international artist and it's just that one person who has come to grace the stage, but you don't hear names of like foreign artists who are, there are students here who are so good and no one, and they're not even heard of, So I think after we did our last event, it was the beginning, which I'm sure we're going to talk about clearly later, but that was like the highlight, to see that the way people reacted to that first event that we did, that platform where guys were like, finally there's a space, there's a home for foreign people. So
and I think most of the events we've come across so far in Budapest, just stressing on this topic a bit, mostly it has been, any foreign event is mostly like clubs and things like this. It's not like show A to Z. You come, you see these guys performing for hours on end. We don't have that. Maybe we have like foreigners that perform, but it's more like they just chip them into the club scene. Okay, guys, by 5:30, that kind of thing, you're going to be on stage for 30 minutes and then we continue with our club. That is what I've seen so far. So building a place whereby we can also host events and have talented people like you guys. Grace the stage, guys.
Exactly.
But just an Instagram chat away. So
and his name is Dubemke.
Mr. DM.
Just write Foreign Express Music Group on Instagram.
You're gonna find
reach out in the inbox. We shall get back to you.
I know. Like we created something unique, especially when it comes to events and performing, giving a platform to foreign people who are talented musically. So I know we had an event first show. I want us to talk about the event. You know, I've heard so many stories how people came out and they say it was unique because we brought originality on the stage. We graced the stage. We launched videos. We had original pieces done. People were doing cover songs, and we were all foreign people. So how did you guys feel after the event? Like that achievement. How did you, like, Joe? Like how was the feeling during that event and how it went down?
I have to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I didn't want to sleep when I reached home.
Whoa.
You know the flash. You know what? It's kind of like when you. It's kind of like when you're in love. You know. Have you been in love before?
Yes, sir.
Collins.
Look at how quickly he said it, man.
Yes, sir.
Guys, this guy's damaged goods. Damaged goods. This
Collins,
guy.
have you been in love before?
Yes, I have.
Collins, what does love mean? Let me first ask you
Love-
before I even answer your question.
Love starts from the inner feeling, you know. You feel it in your heart.
Okay.
You know, every time you see the person, like it's just you're
Love is.
I've been in love. I know
People
what
say
love
butterflies.
is. Yes,
You feel butterflies. Even you feel butterflies in your tummy.
It's been a long time ago, but yeah.
Collins, come on. You also feel butterflies.
You mean when you were in high school? Or?
It's been a while, but yeah, I feel butterflies too.
You know, but the reason I asked that is because I'm saying, like, it was kind of like, you know, when you're in love or you have a crush on someone,
Yeah.
you have that moment where you just like keep thinking about the person endlessly.
Gotcha.
And that was how that event felt for me, man. Like, it was like, it was successful that I went home and I said, bro, we made it.
Mama made it.
We made it, you know? And the feedback was good. The energy was good. The ambience was good. I think like that just made us realize that we had something. And that thing that we just didn't know that we had, we put it out, we tested it with an audience, we saw what people reacted to, and we were like, now that we know that this can work, you know, let's keep giving this product to people. We're not selling it yet. We're doing it out of passion. Because I know like majority of the times, like people want to put monetary stuff. Oh, I can sing. There was a time I was in the barber shop, okay? I'm going to tell you this is a funny story.
Gotcha.
I was in the barber shop and then some guy, he wants a DJ to put his song on a playlist, on a playlist when he's at the club. And I was just talking to the DJ guy, said, can you believe it? There is a guy who has audacity to come and tell me to go and buy his music to put it on my playlist.
What?
Like literally, yeah. I was listening, I was like, sorry, how much is the guy? Like, I hear I should pay 2,000 for it. What? Bro, what? 2,000 for it? For a song? How big is the song? That was my question. I was like, has it made a hit? Is it bigger than Davido's song? Is it bigger than Drake? He said, bro, that guy is just some small, asking me to help him play his song in my playlist. But for me to get the song, I need to buy it to add it to the playlist. Bro, it doesn't work this way.
Even those the big guys like Wizkid and Davido, how much is their tracks on Apple Music? $3.
Yeah, even
$4,
less.
$2.
Sometimes it's less. Yeah.
0 point something dollars. And who are you?
Who are you like to go and
Guys,
say-
just to put it into perspective, I think 2,000 forint is about
like
$6.
three,
so,
four? Like right now, it's like,
right, with inflation around that part. So imagine
like $4 or something.
imagine that.
Bro,
To go
it's, just,
buy
it's like
Kenne's music. Please go buy Kenne's music.
it's funny how you say, bro, man, help me, man, promote me. But before, as you promote me, man, also,
Go and
you
buy
know,
something.
like, bro, how we can collaborate, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, like when I talk about like the music essence, like, you know, the platforms, like we know that right now we cannot monetize our songs directly.
Yeah.
But to let people get to know our talent, that's what we're doing, right? And that's where the nurturing comes, because it's more out of passion. Because the moment you start putting money behind anything, it spoils everything. So people start having ego.
Yeah.
So if we know that a person is going to come and say like, okay, I want to make a song, I have this idea, I have this concept, hear you out. Let's make the jam. Let's see how it goes. Don't just come and sing once. Try it the second time. Try this style. Before you know it, you're doing well, and then you know you're
Superstar.
and people like what you do. Eventually, in the future, you can monetize. Of course, you can start monetizing from ground down. But I think that was the platform where we realized that, you know, right now, even without thinking of the monetary aspect, because the event was free, it was just that place we realized that, you know, there is an audience ready to listen to us, you know, and we don't need to come at them and shout at them, hey, buy me. No. Come to the event, check out our stuff. If you like it, we organize another event.
Yeah.
If you like that event, we organize another one. Until that time when everyone is comfortable and be like, thank you for working hard. We are willing to support your music entirely now. You know, so that was my opinion, man. It was like I was in love, you know. For a whole week.
How about Kenny? How did you feel? Because I know you was the guy behind, you know, the instruments. Doing this. This has broken down. How's that feeling?
I think it was, for me, when I go back home, and it was so, I would say, eye-opening. That's the right word I would like to use. That, okay, I always underestimated what the capability on what we can do, right? And then after we achieved such a feat in such a short time, because one thing that you guys should be aware of, the event was planned in 2 weeks or so.
Yeah, that was so fast, yeah.
So everything was like, okay, guys, let's just do it. And I think the uniqueness about the event was that we chipped in also video premieres to give people something to look out to. So even if maybe you're not interested so much in the music, the part whereby we turned off the lights and we got the projector working felt like it's something more intimate with the fans.
Very exclusive.
Exclusive, right? Sorry. So you feel like, oh, that's these guys are putting in the work. They waited to give me the video. I was the first in the world
to see it, yes.
Right now, a couple of those videos are about 3,000, 8K on YouTube, and you felt like you were one of the people that baptized it.
For that, like, it's good work. Shout out to Peter.
Shout out to Peter. Indoctrinated the videos kind of to them, so it was kind of eye opening. And I see that if you prepare the package, you put in the work, people are going to appreciate it.
100%,
yeah. Because I know what made that. On my side, I feel what made that event special was the different kind of things that we brought in. Like we launched an album. We had special performances. Of course, there were people who were doing covers as well. We had original pieces. We had video launches. That was super special.
I think it was the first time anyone has done that. I don't think people did.
Of that.
I've also never had it here. Yeah.
Launches are like YouTube premiere, things like this.
Yeah.
But not like live. Guys, come around. I'll give you a couch.
It was like, at first I thought,
I give you a couch.
At first I thought it's gonna be like a listening party. But it was like really special, like even me, I was down in the crowd, I performed, I was the first performer.
You were the opener. Jay
coming in with that poet. I don't know if you guys remember, like I was a bit nervous, like okay,
there you go.
Fear. And I was talking about fear, like I have my poet. It's like a very special true story. About fear, and like fear, the story of a little boy. It's so sad. He had a dream of being strong. Like
there you go,
bro. Like start giving his beatboxing.
Okay, should I give you the one more? Let's go. It's based on a true story. Collins J, the true storyteller. In this movie, the story of a little boy, so sad. He had a dream of being strong like a warrior, just like a soldier, brave like a lion. Okay, let's go.
Okay, we got it. You're good. Pull up. You're good. We got it.
Yeah, that was like a very special moment. And it was my first performance, like live performance, because before I had never performed before, and it was really special. So I want us to talk about Louder Than Words. I know we launched an album. I know
the biggest album of the year.
At least in my head, it's the biggest in my head.
I know so many people participated in that project, and maybe you wanna give them a shout out. I know Dubemke's album EP. Is it an album or EP?
Bro, it's an EP, man.
Yeah.
Album and EP is basically almost the same thing, just the volume of songs you have that differentiates them. So if you're looking at 5 to 6 songs, it's better you call it an EP.
Yeah.
Right? And if it's like maybe you're doing like covers and stuff, you can call it a mixtape. But when you're going to like 10 and 10 plus,
that's an album.
Then that's an album.
Yeah, let's talk about Louder Than Words.
There you go.
First my first question is why louder than words? And then maybe you can give a shout out to some people who will put a hand in that. So it's a very at least I have every song that comes out on my playlist. I listen to some of the tracks.
Nice.
To some, you listen to some.
Because not all of them are out.
Do you know the time when we were? Do you know when you partner with Adidas, you cannot wear Nike. You cannot say I'm wearing some Adidas. You have to wear Adidas the whole time. Whether the Adidas is cool or not cool, put on Adidas.
I was only wearing the Yeezys.
So you were trying to listen to. Yeah, this podcast is not sponsored by Adidas.
Just so they know, one of the tracks hit 10,000 listeners on Spotify. Give it up to Gada in the house.
Giving shout outs already.
Yeah. Anyway, let him give the shout outs. I'm out of it.
I mean, he knows more than me about the album from what I see, right?
Why louder than words though? Like
okay, yeah. So louder than words, basically. When we first started working on the EP, we didn't have a name, a direction. So it was after, because I wanted to give it like an open book. You write whatever you want to write, whatever storyline you want to write. Because if you listen to the EP, there are lots of topics there we're talking about, from Papa talking about your dad and your experiences to like shy heartbreaks.
Yeah.
And then where you value the ladies you have in your life. It could be your girlfriend, it could be your mother. You're trying to show how priceless that person is going to be in your life, especially someone you love truly, like my lover man here. Said I'm Mr. Still Your Girl. This guy is Still Your Girl. This guy is Shaba, Mr. Lover Man. Yeah, so basically, when we were about to release the album, I was just thinking deeply, like, how do I get a name which is going to fit, the entire piece? So I noticed that everybody were talking about something that really mattered to them somehow. Papa was deep, shy was heartbreak. So how can we express this in such a way that we're not just using words but something else? So how do we take it a step further? Yeah. And that's where louder than words was bettered. I'm just like, I told Delay, if you hear me calling Delay or Joe, it's the same
Mr.
person.
Joseph, next to me.
It's a Joseph.
Mr. Delay.
Then I sent him the name, louder than words. He's like, this is a good name. And that was it. And since then, I'm like, that was a serious name. And what I imagine is that we can have part 2.
Louder than words,
volume 2.
Volume 2. Does that like V2.
Let's do it, bro.
And then all the songs that didn't make it, they can make it in volume 2.
Do you know the thing which I really like right now?
Yeah.
Is even just apart from like the louder than words, like the way we do everything in action. It's like sometimes people will think of something and they will wait to do it. Yeah. This time we'll be like, you know what? Maybe we can do volume 2. And I'm like, let's do it. And that's it. And then we just start calling people like, hey man, can you come to the studio? Let's jam away and start making the songs.
Just so if you want to be on volume 2.
Yeah.
Comment.
Follow us. and comment and like. And we shall find you and call you for a session.
I think one core principle we abide by a lot, it's discipline and commitment.
100%.
And that is the structure, that's the foundation we're building. Motivation is good, but it fluctuates. Maybe you might watch some brilliant video, like you're motivated, blah, 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 let's do it. But what makes you different is consistency, discipline. And I read a quote that I won't have it printed on my paper. When I work, I just look at it. It says that 5% is brain, 95% is consistency. And you can't avoid it. Yeah. So that is one core principle. So if you have that mindset and you're reaching out to us and you want to put in the work from day one, not like no procrastination, from day one, we see that consistency. Why not, man?
For example, I go to the gym and I'm consistent. Something like this.
You go to the gym?
Oh, good to know.
Just
go to the gym. So this just saying. Just as an FYI, Collins is advertising himself to the ladies.
I know.
You felt it, right?
It's like, so
let me tell you.
Mr.
I know you're talking now.
Mr. Still Your Girl has something to say.
The secrets, bro. Guys nowadays advertise themselves. There's a joke that I had that in Kenya, when you're trying to show your qualities to the ladies, you first begin like this. Yeah, that this is how you introduce the podcast. Guys, it's been a long time coming. The podcast, the podcast, have we ordered pizzas today? No? Do we need pizzas in this show today?
Man, you're walking
Yo,
the
guys,
ladies.
the ladies are like, hey, my goodness, the guy who's, this guy's got money, bro. But it's a stereotype, I know. But no, maybe it's not a stereotype.
It is.
It's a specific group of Kenyan ladies, not all of them. I know some girls who can love my friend.
Sheesh.
Yeah,
Love, for
Kenyan
sure.
ladies. And then,
If you have money.
what about for the Ugandans? Like, we shall come to Nigerians. But
no,
for
right.
Nigerians, you guys have a problem. The women.
Actually, one thing I know with Ugandan women, they are liked by every Nigerian guys like Ugandan women, Kenyan guys like Ugandan women. Like it's.
These comments are going to change very. This comment section. I'll be,
Blow up the comments.
what is your
Which country
preference?
in Africa has the best women?
You guys, don't start a war right now.
No, bro.
Don't
this
start a war
civil
right now.
war,
We're just.
This world where I'll stay out of it.
We have struggled, my friend. We have struggled
Every lady is beautiful in her own way.
in our own way.
Every nationality have.
Every lady and man, people are going to say we are sexist.
Oh, sorry, guys.
Everybody is beautiful and handsome in their own way.
In their own way, what irrespective of the nationality. I don't know who is finer because it depends on where you're from. Who was your mother? Who was your daddy? Depends on how good looking you're gonna be. So I think it's just a blanket statement where you just say this continent, but you can say this country. This country is like you tend to find more beautiful people. And you know, another thing, when we look at beauty, it's a very multifaceted kind of approach. It could be like shape. Some guys like the voluptuous, the whole corner. They want to see
The
apostrophe.
Kenneth. Let's be specific. The
The
Kenneth.
Nigerians, right? The Nigerians.
They want to
The
see.
Nigerians.
They said I saw a YouTube video. They said if I can hold the girl like this, it cannot be my wife. If you can waist, can enter this within my pointers like this, that's not my wife. I need something that is round and hefty.
That person must have been Nigerian. For sure. That's not a Ugandan.
Somewhere in the West.
Oh man, that's joke. This conversation went left real quick.
It went so quick, man. I was like,
Come on louder than words. Don't divert us. Don't divert us.
but
Don't divert us so much.
yeah, back to the point, man.
Okay.
Louder than Yash. Okay, let's go back to it.
Let's give some shout outs to people who are in louder than words. Let's go. Some shout outs.
So let's start in no specific order or no order of importance. It's just what comes to my
your
head.
mind, yeah.
So we have Delay, this dude here.
Yes, sir.
We had Collins, some credit because he wrote a couple of lyrics for a couple of the songs.
Yes, sir.
We have Rada.
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 With a French accent.
That's her real name actually, Rada.
Really?
Yeah, she told me.
Rada.
Rada.
Wow.
I call her
It's
Gada,
changing.
but it's
Yeah, but people just call it the Gada and I completely understand. Ashraf, Fact, Charlene, the honorable writer, that girl was blazing.
Is.
Was a beast. It was a what?
We're using is.
Oh, sorry,
Not
guys.
was. She's not deceased, so it's just
She was fire on the paper. She wrote lots of songs. Who am I missing? Attila was also someone I bounced off producing ideas with. Peter as well, the guy that shot the video. Am I missing somebody?
Hugo Blue.
Hugo Blue.
So, just more about Louder Than Words. So, I want to know how can people reach out? How can people reach or listen to some of the songs on the album? How can people reach?
Reach out to us, man. We are all over space. Guys, basically,
That was a shady answer, man. We're all over space.
no. These are my guys. We go way back.
Way back.
Yeah, so
Way back.
on all platform, Spotify is usually the way these days. But if you don't have Spotify, I'm sure you can Google it. You can find it on YouTube and
iTunes,
Apple Music, wherever you can think
TikTok.
of. Deezers,
TikTok, yeah.
Tidal, or what do they call it? Not Tinder, guys. Tidal.
Yeah,
Tidal.
Tidal.
Find the music on Tinder.
Yeah,
please.
just imagine you flip it and you hear I don't mind if you drive.
On Tinder.
On Tinder.
And also,
You put it in the bio.
and also if you follow these guys,
Yeah.
myself, I'm exclusively Collins J, just in case you want to follow me. But if you follow these guys,
Mm-hmm.
usually they post most of the music down there, so it's a good thing.
I think it's important to tell them where to find it, and also because it's like, so we have the Foreign Express page, right? That's where we do most of the posting for. I'm talking of Instagram.
Okay.
So like we post about latest stuff, the updates, our live stuff, everything we're doing is on usually Instagram. Then with the YouTube right now, we are kicking up our content game, bro. You guys need to subscribe,
Bro,
like crazy.
We are going ham.
We have Foreign Express MG. That's the YouTube channel. If you've not seen it, just do that. Check it out. Of course, we're still having the podcast, so don't cancel this. Open another tab. Listen to us. Continue talking. So open a Foreign Express MG on YouTube.
I could find them
Make sure to
soon.
subscribe, and then that's where you'll find like most of the sessions and the music we just uploaded. So we have a couple of music videos.
Yeah.
And then with TikTok is where we have the fun stuff going on. So some of the posts that you find on Instagram are the same that you find on TikTok. Which other platform have we left out? For now, that's it.
Do we
The
have
three
Gmail.
platforms.
Facebook.
Gmail for being professional.
Is there a Facebook? There's no
I don't think
Facebook
we're
app.
posting anything on Facebook. No, we have a Facebook, page,
Facebook
but it's
page.
not active.
I think it's events, something like events.
No. We have a page, but it's not active.
Have
We're
a
not
proper page,
posting.
yeah.
We're not posting anything there.
Please follow, like
And
share,
subscribe.
subscribe.
We have those links in the bio. I think like majority of the shout outs that have been made, like Ashraf. I don't know if you mentioned Ashraf.
Yeah, I mentioned him.
Yeah, so most of the musicians who worked on the EP like post a lot about this, because right now I think mostly for the half year, this half part of the year, we have been on the game of putting out all the music.
That's
so
it,
regardless
yeah.
of like the music videos, the audio snippets, the covers,
Lyrics,
the
videos as well.
the acoustic vibes, sessions. So everything is coming together now. And now you have the podcast. So,
100%.
yeah, so follow, just keep updated. Yeah.
Yeah, that's all about Louder Than Words. Please follow, listen to the tracks. It's one of my best albums.
Your best,
One of your best,
brother.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I mean, so far. But that
You're
album
talking
was
of-
lit, actually.
Yeah,
I
it
really
was a lit
enjoyed it.
album. Every song had
It not was, it is.
Okay,
I usually
it
use
is.
present
I don't
tense.
know. Have you released all the tracks on the album?
We have one more, which is Shy.
Okay.
You guys have to listen to that,
Shy
man.
coming soon, just so you know. So talking of,
Mm-hmm.
still talking about music, myself, I introduced it. I said about it in the intro. I'm
Mm-hmm.
a storyteller. I love storytellers, likes of J. Cole, Drake.
Mm-hmm.
Those are guys I listen to. Mostly if you check my playlist. And I just want to give an open space. What are your kind of genres? What do you guys listen to musically? Like, I want to tap into that area so that, people see if these guys are cool or not. Let's What's on your Spotify? Okay, let me ask you one. Let's
Me,
this is
I'm
the game.
not cool. Me, I'm not
What is
cool,
the
man.
last song? And give me your phone. What is the last song you played on your Spotify? Let's see if he
How-
gets it
how-
right.
do
If
you
he
think
guesses
it's-
it right, he will earn a gift at the end of the podcast.
I think it's
The la-
hide and seek.
Hide and Seek.
Hide and
Let me
Seek
open
by Stormzy.
Spotify. Hide and Seek.
Hide
by-
and Seek by
So
Stormzy.
that's how I'm gonna
Oh,
get
that's a
them.
good question. I don't know what I
Hey,
What was the last
Ken,
thing?
I got you.
Kenna was making music when we came here.
The last song you listened to on Spotify, actually,
It was the album.
it is the album Louder Than Words.
Yeah.
So the louder than words wins. So
Nah, that's good. That's
the whole album,
That's
man.
good. Like,
At least
for
they were
real,
not
like, it's
lying.
Louder Than Words.
They were
Yeah.
honest.
I was saying hide and seek by Stormzy, yet it was louder than
It
words.
was
I even
louder than
forgot.
words,
But
yeah. Yeah, that's a good
they say
thing, bro.
I am a patriot, my friend.
That's
I'm a
good.
Yes,
patriot.
patriot.
I am
How
patriotic.
about Mr. Bim?
Let me
Okay,
see.
Nick.
Let me guess. Let me take a wild guess. I would say Louder Than Words. Is the obvious choice.
Let me get your phone. Let me open Spotify while I'm saying.
Like, I don't recall listening to anything else since yesterday. Louder Than Words, you see.
Yeah, actually,
Intro.
it's true.
Actually, yeah,
That's
louder
true.
than what? Man, you guys are loyal. What's going on?
Yeah, we're so loyal to the game, man.
We gotta ramp up that streams, right?
streets.
No,
The streets, man.
That's
The
true,
streets.
yeah.
The streets. The streets are calling, and we have to stay loyal, man.
Man, these guys are loyal.
Man, we have to stay
Man,
loyal.
ladies. Okay, you guys.
Colin
are
shows your own, man.
What
You
was the
can't,
last song you listened to, Collins?
louder than words. I don't know.
bro.
Let's
That's
see. Open your
open
Apple Music.
that.
You don't do Spotify. That's
Yeah,
something
usually
I
I do
know.
Apple Music. Okay, let me be honest. Yeah,
Honest.
I think
you you've been hanging lots of
The
time
last
with
song
Agnes.
Agnes.
You're just saying everything. Leave Agnes alone.
Leave Agnes. Yeah, leave Agnes
Honest.
alone.
I'm trying to think the last song I listened to.
Yeah.
Oh jeez.
That's what happens when you're
Man.
on the
you guys
spot.
you guys are eating me on my own game.
You have to, man.
I know it, bro.
You must have been listening to Nasty C.
No, it wasn't Nasty.
Not Nasty C.
Putting you in the hot
Something
seat, right?
Okay, it could be something from like Ashanti. You guys are gonna like,
Man,
happy
who
or
touched your
something
feels,
like
man?
Bro.
Bro, who touched your feelings, man?
Let's
this. The song I think
Okay,
called
Collins,
Happy or something.
Let's have a conversation.
let's pretend like we're not on a podcast,
We're
right?
not having
Let's
a
go
podcast
deep.
anymore. Like this is therapy now.
Let's-
The
Thank you
therapy
very
session
much.
that you got.
Something from
It's Ashanti, yes.
Something from
It's
Ashanti.
Why-
called
why
living,
Ashanti?
Living by Ashanti. This
yeah,
Collins therapy.
She's one of
Therapy.
my,
Your
you
phone
know.
down. We're going to begin therapy.
Okay.
Who's the reason why you're listening to this song now?
Why I'm listening to Ashanti? I think she's cool.
No. Who is the reason? Who is the reason?
Nobody's the reason at the moment.
Collins, you're not
At
going
the
to lie
moment,
to
I'm
us today.
chilling.
Do you think this guy is telling the truth?
I'm chilling at the moment.
Man, if you say when a player,
Music.
if you want to learn the
Music
game, is that guy.
Okay, let me tell you why.
Mm-hmm.
I told you guys I like storytelling. I like listening, but my biggest, let's say, my best topic is love stories.
I know.
Love stories. So I listen to things like this to inspire me.
To inspire your love game.
Exactly. My love game has to go to the next level. You guys know what I'm talking about.
Collins, next time, I think we need to start something on our podcast. You know, I know this thing is like about podcasts. We have to have an honest conversation. Next time, we have to bring a lady on the show
True.
to allow
be fun.
Collins show us his up game, his love game, his
I think
vibe
that's a
game.
great idea.
I will give her a very good piece and she'll go away mesmerized. You know what I'm saying?
Guys,
Bro.
please hold this guy to his words. I think on the next podcast, or couple of series away episodes, we're going to have a lady that you don't know.
And we need a tough woman, a woman who knows how to reject. Because Collins,
gonna come with my A
I've
game.
always gone out. Okay, the times that I've gone out, I've known you for one thing. You can be those ends, you know, like you go to a place where it's random people. It's quiet, right? You don't know anybody. Then as soon as you're there trying to say, can I please have a drink? And you're trying to order, you just hear a girl shouting from far, Collins! And you're like,
That's a
what
lie.
is Collins? Yo, like how do you know all these? Yo, how do you know? No, that's a
Secret
trick.
exposed.
Yeah,
Collins
look
exposed.
And they're always having those high pitched sounds.
Come on. It's all about being out there, putting music out there. People get to know you.
Come on, bro. It's not the music,
You've
man.
changed the topic, guys. You've don't change the topic.
Yeah.
She didn't meet you there because of music. Why did she meet? Why did she do
How
Collins at the
how
club?
does she even know you?
Because we are doing music, putting it out there on
Collins,
socials,
before
and
your
people are
music
getting
came
to
out,
know us.
I even know I knew you before bro. This has not been. I've known you for how many years now, Collins?
12 years, 10
You see,
years, something
and
like
for
that.
all the times, even in different countries, man. When we travel to a different country,
Yeah.
every girl knows Collins, man.
Come on. You guys are putting it to the next level.
No, it's not the next level, man.
No.
We were in Kenya, bro.
What happened
bro.
in Kenya?
You're out one night, you're in the club.
Uh-huh.
Collins, bro. And they all sound the same with the same pitch.
You guys are
We need to change your
playing.
name.
You guys are playing.
We need to change your name just to see if the pitch will change.
Oh, damn. You guys are
Man.
playing.
This guy's a real. This guy.
No, maybe there's something I don't know, but I've seen you in the field. I've seen you in the field, and I see that dark side. But I'm not gonna expose you. I'll just keep
in the
it
field.
humble. I've seen you in the cotton field, or what do they call it? In the
I want you
corn
to
field.
expose me like what happened in the cotton field.
No, but Collins is someone that if you go to party with him, you'll enjoy it. I can promise you that. Because he's a vibe on its own.
Yes, sir.
Not it on his own, man. He's very enthusiastic guy and very positive. Like
Man, the night can be the most worst night, but man, this guy's positivity. is something
Yeah,
else.
'cause
sometimes I'm like,
you
bro,
can be-
man, we are all not feeling tonight, but for you, the only one feeling is like, man, let's go grab more drinks, man. Let's, man.
imagine you go to the club and all you hear is dancing queen, dancing queen. And for a club be like, bro, that's my jam. That's my jam. That's
That is
my
so true.
jam.
That is so true. 100%. That's so true. and then he does his things.
You guys are having.
No, but that's the truth. That's the truth, man. We know you too well. The guy does. This is the most.
That's my jam.
You guys are messing playing. Too
But if you want to dance,
we know you too well.
Watch.
This guy, by the way, was a break dancer. Just so
Why are you
you know.
changing the
bro.
topic? Why are you changing the topic? Why are you changing the
Mr.
topic?
Deflector. Don't deflect.
So you guys are diverting. The last song I listened to was Ashanti because I'm a storyteller and I love stories. That's my point. And just back to you guys, Mr. Joe. Who is your biggest inspirer musically?
Inspiration?
Uh-huh.
I would say you guys have not heard of him before. There's a guy, you know Kadongo Kamo? What? I'm just kidding. we have a genre. I'm just messing. We have a genre in Uganda. We have a genre in Uganda called Kadongo Kamo, which means one beat. You know when you play a monotonous song, right?
Yeah.
The same sound from beginning, and it's not like 5 minutes, 3 minutes. No, bro, that thing lasts like 20 minutes. One beat. The lyrics, bro, is a long session. You find the guy, and they're so passionate, man. They walk around with the guitars, and you're like, bro, man, chill, man. I'm done with this, man. 5 minutes was enough. You should have finished.
And our parents like those.
And our old parents loved it, man. That was the golden music of their day.
If you want to make your, let's say, birthday surprise, take them to Kadongo Kamu. You made their name. Their birthday.
But not my dad, man. My dad is not.
He didn't like it.
No, that's not too cool, man.
Man, you guys have to show me that.
No, bro, it's going to irritate you. Trust me, 100%. Okay, but for the old guys, because it's from a culture, different culture. But man,
I'm trying to get.
It.
So
he's a producer. He wants to get some
Bro,
vibes.
no, not vibes.
Trust me. This one.
Are
is
the lyrics also the same lyrics?
No, the lyrics.
Changing.
You know, like I
And
think
those
like
guys, by the way, are very good storytellers.
they're storytellers. Basically,
They can-
like think of like a riddle. You know, African riddles, right? Where like you tell a story, like you know riddles.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like these things that people try to make with lots of wisdom, and they sing their songs or whatever and repetitive. Like the cat came in and the cat went to the kitchen and the what did this and that. And you know that pattern.
Gotcha.
That's what those guys do with the song. So they will do those riddles with na 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 na, and it's the same beat, right? And it's so horrible, bro. Trust me. I don't like it personally, and I'm not being unpatriotic for Ugandan music, but bro, please, being a musician now, we understand that
Kadongo
that
Kamu,
was
I stand
painful.
with you.
So anyway, getting back to my point, I don't want to divert too much from it. Just remind, I was just trying to mess with you guys.
Yeah.
But I think like not even just like one inspiration, man. I've touched from very many different places. So I will start with Kendrick, rap, man.
Rap.
I know like people would say if you're a rapper, you should have started your inspiration from like the guys of Biggie and Tupac that time. I'm like, bro, man, there's some rappers who are so conscious, and I really like Kendrick. I think he came with something new, you know, when his style was new. It was like, it has that old touch to it, but with a modern touch at the same time. And it's just this drive about him that was like, he has a very, not first leave alone the lyrical content when you listen to his music and stuff, but the guy gives you a show as a rapper. It's not like when you go to I've not been to his concert. I was so angry at myself for not going to Siget when he came.
What year was that?
I think it was like 2 years ago, 2018, 2019.
Before
Maybe 2019.
COVID. I think the
Just
last
let's
second
say
before COVID.
It was 2019.
2019
Yeah, 2019.
That 2019. So like he was here at Siget, and I think that most people went for that one. And when you watch his performances, bro, it's not like he's coming to show off or what. Bro gives you a show. It's like you paid your money, I come and give you a show. And that's what I always liked about him. And I think if you're an entertainer as a conscious rapper, apart from being lyrical, people connect with you. I don't know if you watched that I don't know if which I don't know if it was MTV or something. When there is a video of like Jay-Z and Beyonce, and you know it was Imagine Dragons performing alongside Kendrick. Bro, go and watch that video. You're going to see what I'm talking about. Like even me, I felt it. His attitude, the energy, like you see Jay-Z vibing to it, and I was like, that's what you call a performance, you know? But anyway, just not going too deep into it. I really like Kendrick, but in terms of like the style and stuff, I've always liked Afrobeats for a long time, man. So listening to people like, say, Wizkid,
Burner.
Davido, Burna Boy.
Burner.
My brother disturbs
Burna
me
Boy,
and
yeah,
says,
it's my
sometimes he
favorite.
says I look like Burna Boy.
Bro, that's
like-
a lie, man.
Yeah, I
How?
know, right? I know, right?
No, please.
This
Come
guy
on.
doesn't look like
Me, I look like so many
No
people.
way.
this guy doesn't look like No, I'm just messing with him. I'm
Trey
just
Songz.
messing with
Trey
him.
Songz. Trey Songz. so yeah, like there's Burna Boy, and that's because of like their vocal range. Like, you know, man, dude, I usually say I don't have a good voice. Then you listen to like Burna Boy and be like, that guy doesn't have the best voice in the world.
Yeah.
But he knows how to use
He
his
knows how
voice,
to
and
use
that
his
inspired
voice.
me. So
Yo.
those are the guys who are really the thing. But in terms of like the Western music, I think like people like Stormzy and their craft, you know, how they play with their vocals, and that's those are things that catch me mostly. Chris Brown, bro, you cannot end
Breezy.
this session without talking of Chris Brown. So
Breezy.
from
Breezy's
that,
a
that's what I
god.
would say.
I see your lineup. So, yeah. Do you want to go in?
I think we just touched pretty much on the same thing. I think we
Same
kind of
vibe.
like similar
art.
kind of art.
Yeah, because I know music has come from very, very far. For example, in Africa, we started from Lingala.
That's
the Congo.
100% true.
You mean in
Lingala.
Congo, yeah, because
Yeah.
that's in Nigeria and Ghana. It
Yeah.
was high life.
Oh,
Then,
you also had the same, eh?
No, we didn't have link. That it was mostly high life.
Oh, your genre is called
We
high
called
life.
it high life.
Okay.
then in South Africa, they had house. I think I was a very big fan of house music. In East Africa, we had bongo flavor.
Bongo flavor.
The likes of was it Mr. Flavor?
No, Mr. Nice.
Mr. Nice.
Mr.
Yes,
Nice.
Yes. Those guys, you know, I was also a very big fan. Then we moved to which direction did we go to? Then we moved to, I think Afrobeat came in after that.
There was Genge. You forgot the time when Kenyan music was rocking the East African scene. But this is just talking from East Africa. If you're talking of Africa, then the shift is different.
I think we shifted from in
At least
Africa
at least-
general.
no, if you're saying
The
in
most
Africa,
worldwide known, which was Lingala. Then I think we went
to South African
South
music.
African music.
Yeah.
Then after we switched to Afrobeat.
I don't know if it was the same for you guys, but I remember like for us in our time when we had that phase where like I hear in our time as if we're so. No, what I'm trying to say is that whenever we turned on the radio station or turned on the TV station, Lingala was the biggest thing at the time for the
was
first
the biggest
phase because
selling
even
music
our
from
parents,
Africa, yes.
my parents vibed to that thing. Every
And
party,
their music is love.
every event,
But you
all
can compare it to
concerts,
it, yeah.
you know, and Lingala became so popular. The likes of Kofi Olomide and
I know
Papa
that guy,
Wemba,
Kofi
Kanda
Olomide.
Bongo Man, you know those big names of back in the day, Pepe Kale. And then after that, the shift went to South Africa where we had this thing of like, you know, we were listening to like Yvonne Chaka Chaka,
Yes.
Brenda Fassie,
yeah.
Lake Dube.
Gotcha.
Yeah, then there was this guy of like, I need some money, yo, yeah. You know that song?
No.
Yeah, that okay, maybe
Then there was this
song,
singer.
yeah.
Yeah. We're going north, we're going east, we're going
We
south,
going
we're
south,
going west.
we going
Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la.
I don't know it, no idea.
It was called Mr. Victor or something like that, or Dr.
That was
Victor or
South
something.
Africa. Yeah, actually,
That was the
we were
time.
in that genre also, yes.
No
And I think
idea.
immediately after that phase, when we're listening to much South African music, I think also we had that a bit. Okay, the house thing came, but most of the Western influence started hitting. And when we moved in East Africa, we were still listening to what he was saying, bongo flavor. So Tanzanian music had really stepped up their game. Like we were listening, and bongo flavor was like a mixture of rap, like, you know,
I think it
of rap,
was mostly Tanzanian, like Tanzanian. It's
like
was a
hip hop.
trap.
If you talk, no, like listen to like the original, like the bongo flavor was mainly like rap, Tanzanian rap, Swahili rap.
Swahili, yeah.
When we talk about hip hop, bro, those guys were far ahead.
They're far ahead.
And some of the rappers were really doing well. Like Swahili had become an exported language at the time.
I remember Mr. Blue.
Mr.
I was a
Blue,
fan of Mr.
Mr.
Blue. Yeah,
Yes.
I used to like his vibe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then
don't worry, I
like,
I don't know what these guys are talking about, but,
but
okay.
we're only talking of the concept from the East African side
okay.
because of our side.
Before we come
get to the West.
to the Afrobeats.
Then
Right,
the reason I was saying like
understand?
there was the Genge. The Genge was Kenyan. And there was that time when we were listening to a lot of people like Amani and what was this guy's name? Nameless. You know, that was the wave. But Ugandan music was we already had our sound going on. We also had exported our sound to like the East African side.
Commit a crime and I'll be your defender.
Overpower me so that I surrender. That was I was telling you that song. It was a very good lyrics, bro. Then I think it was like 2000 and around 2004, 2005. P Square. Two-Face.
That's when Afrobeat started.
Afrobeat cuts. Bro, if they didn't know, like, we had these guys. What was this thing of Yori Yori? Bracket. Yeah. Those guys
Yori,
cut
Yori,
through, bro.
I'm with you, my love you.
That was it.
But African Queen was not really Afrobeat.
Really?
No, it was not really Afrobeat.
We have to consider it because I know it was westernized, but if we talk about like the rise of Afrobeat, that's where it began for us. Yeah. Like mostly for the West African sound.
I think the father, this how I'm gonna narrate it. Just to summarize everything, the father of Afrobeat, I would say it's Fela
Kuti.
Fela Kuti was basically the father of that. And his story was quite interesting because he was already hitting Afrobeat in the 80s, 80s, 70s. I think even in the 60s, there were a couple of his videos as well. And that was the Fuji mostly. So he was the father of Afrobeat before we moved over to Afrobeats. That is where we have like Afropop, Afrofusion, lots of Afro whatever. But when you say the person who brought up the concept, the father of Afrobeat, maybe it could be that he just revolutionized it. But when you hear Afrobeat, all you first think of it's Anipola Kuti, Fela. So that was the whole thing. And then I think in the late 1990s, that's when in the late 90s, then we had people like Lagbaja. There was this guy that usually covered his face. You don't know he's the one, where he used sort of the talking drums and stuff to play. And then you even had Two-Face. Maybe you guys don't know, but Two-Face was part of a crew before called Plantation Boys. There were 3 of them in the crew: Two-Face, Blackface, and Face, until they broke off. And then after that, there were quite some conspiracies behind who wrote African Queen. Because they were like, oh, he stole the song from the group, blah, 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 blah. But the fact is that Two-Face got really viral out of that. And then we had P Square, we had Style Plus. Style Plus was killing it, man.
Yeah, I remember him as well.
No fool me, Mapa Miracle. No, he was skinny. But basically, the way Afrobeat transcended from the 2000s was very, 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 very quick. That's how I'm gonna say it. And I think the biggest difference between sound they had back in the day and now, it's not like it's super different or super great, but is the mix quality, the sound choices, because we didn't have access to what the Westerners had back in the day, so we just made do with what we had. But I'm happy with where it's going to at the moment. Afrobeat,
like Africa's come from we've come from really far, and Afrobeat is selling worldwide. I think, if I'm not wrong, I think it could be the most selling music right now.
At the moment,
trending.
I'll say it's trending.
It's the biggest trending type of style.
We can't understand
Spanish music
guy.
Trended at some point.
It's still
and it still trends.
Still trends.
I think those guys scoop like billions of views on YouTube and stuff. And
an average Spanish singer, when I see I'm like, who is listening to this, man?
Yeah.
Like you said, they're racking up 300 million like it's like piece of cake. I'm like, what's going on here?
They drop a song in one day, it has over
millions of streams and views.
But anyway, right now, Afrobeat, we are taking over. It's taking over.
You know, like there was a I think it was like an event which Davido and a couple of other black artists, and creatives and producers sat on. A couple of also like with American stuff, and they were talking about the future of Afrobeats. You should go and watch it. It's on YouTube. And it was like those guys predicted. And I think it was Davido who had emphasized that here that the future of the music wave around the world is going to be Afrobeats. And I was like, but the thing that went through my head that day was like, I can't wait to experience it. Not knowing that was going to be
this quick.
The cutting. Yeah, it was a cutting. Like it came so quickly. It was like cutting through space-time, and his prediction was right. And now I think
how I easily predicted it is when I started seeing like very huge let's say very famous
Mm-hmm.
musicians, like let's say Western musicians like Beyonce, coming to do an all album with only Afro.
Oh,
African.
which
I think
album
that was what
Yeah.
spiked the world, and then now it started like.
No, I think it was way
everybody-
before that. It was even way before that.
Mm.
I think these guys had already been working, more especially like Burna Boy and Wizkid.
Yeah.
They already
P Square, they were already working with foreign
Oh,
artists
yeah,
already.
even
by
P
Square,
Square,
then.
by
like-
the way, they was already working.
like with
they had
this-
a lot
yeah.
of collabs.
They
Yeah.
had so many
Rick Ross,
collabs.
Akon.
There you
Yeah.
go.
So already we already started playing around, mixing the
But
different.
I don't know why I
continents.
still feel like when Beyonce did our whole album with Afrobeats.
No man, I think that
It's kind of
I was going to
the
say,
generation changed a
do
little bit.
you
No.
remember? Do you remember the time? And also, I think like one of the biggest influences for Afrobeat, to be honest, has been the UK. That's without a doubt. Remember when the song Azonto went viral? It was even
Oh,
before
yeah.
TikTok.
Azonto.
yeah,
People were trying to do that dance. Azonto.
Azonto.
It was global, man. And we didn't even have proper social media at the time, right? Only had
that was
Facebook.
in 2011 or
Way
20,
back, bro.
2011, 2010.
We were in university. That was around.
Azonto.
Yeah, we were in
Yeah,
university.
actually,
First year, I
true.
think.
At that time, we were
First
still
year
in the
or
uni.
something.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
was
I think the thing is that whenever you look at it from that side, you're looking at it in terms of Beyonce, it makes you think she magnified it.
But
Without
she didn't.
Beyonce, Afrobeat is still what it is.
It
Like,
is
that's the
100%
fact.
agree, man.
And I think for me, that album was not like ooh or
was
whatever.
like, wow,
it was
yeah.
just okay. It's just that when you see artists with these accolades,
No, I feel why I say that.
one sec,
is,
please.
okay, yeah, sure.
Once you see artists with these accolades and they jump on something like Afrobeat, it's give you a stamp that okay, we are actually enjoyable. Like it give you this confirmation that people really like this, but
Yeah.
it doesn't really magnify it in that sense because people like Burna, I think Burna is performing at a very huge event in January. So most times when you're hearing the first African to win this, the first African to perform here, it feels really mind blowing and satisfying when you hear things like this. And most of these songs they didn't have features from Western world
100%
and all
true,
that.
yeah.
They'd never-
Yeah.
So the fact is that what will happen because we've been putting in the work.
Yeah.
Because now when you look at Afrobeat, it's so diverse these days. You have the soukous, what do they call it? Still hitting. And France are really loving that sound.
Yes.
And my piano is hitting everywhere. They have the Afro soul that is much more melodic and less kick, but just snare. So it has become so diverse that man, you like a piece of Afrobeat at this point. If you want it, the hitting boom, boom, we're gonna give that to you. If you want the soft vibe, it's all in the package.
And even with the pop sounds now, the
That's
way
it.
we've squeezed. You know, one thing I always say is like Afrobeats right now. I know like people, and also one thing I was listening to when they were saying like the reason why it's called Afrobeats is because it's just not one sound. It's different sounds. So you have Lingala, because all those elements have been squeezed into the genre.
Yeah.
And when I was listening to Davido speaking about it, like, you know, because if we consider it in this way that we're listening to it right now, like you hear the Afrobeat from West Africa, mostly for like Nigeria. You have like the popular guys like, so, you know, Fireboy and what's this guy's name who worked with Mr. Easy on the Empower project. This kid, you know him, the one who, I don't want even to call him a kid. Guy has hits, man. He's not a kid, man. Okay, just regardless, you get my point. So South Africa is going to release a new sound. Then the Nigerian producers are going to listen to it and be like, that log drum sounds so good. Let me put it in a Fireboy mix.
Yeah.
And then from there we have a new sound. And
Yeah.
that shows you how creative guys have become.
Yeah.
And now you know, like we say, if you have something new, the Nigerians will own it. But I know, like, no, but Amapiano is strictly South African for sure.
By the way, Amapiano, we skipped Amapiano, right? Amapiano.
Well,
is
I think
taking over.
Nigerians have had a touch on it.
No, but you get. I think in terms of in terms of like the music industry of Africa, you guys have rocked it. That's the fact. We cannot deny it.
You then South Africa.
Yeah,
I think
exactly.
that's how
Yeah.
the trend. Then I think we shall go to the Lingala, Congo will come in that direction like this.
Yeah,
I think Congo as well has a huge influence because of the French.
the French francophones.
Yeah.
You know, like North Africa, they also have actually big hits. but people actually the rest of Africa doesn't listen to it a lot. But those guys have nice music.
I listened to a couple of them. I think the only caveat is that they mostly sing in Arabic.
Yeah, that's the only thing.
So
They sing in Arabic.
These guys can actually rap. I've listened to a couple of like hip hop. Mostly I listen to that hip hop.
how did you get to know about it?
No, I had a friend. No,
I know this question.
we used to
I know.
have a
I know this
friend,
question.
He's from North. Whenever I used to
He
come
or
to
she?
our house,
It's a he. I think I know what you're
him,
talking about. Yeah.
Whenever I used to come to our house, he was always playing that music. And these guys
Where was he from?
He's from Morocco. I think it's from Morocco.
But I also have a Tunisian
Not
friend who
Tunisia.
does the same thing.
He's from Morocco.
I have a Tunisian friend who would expose me to like Tunisian rappers.
God, I don't know which. I don't know. I'm kidding. I have so many Tunisian friends.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm just asking.
Yeah.
This is just getting out of hand. yeah, guys.
So,
Secret code.
since you guys are laughing,
No,
I
wait,
wanna switch
but
this up.
before even you finish that, you're still talking about that North African thing. But I know that would cause room for debate of why that sound is not exported. Do we consider that Afrobeats, but it's hip hop mainly? Because I noticed
hip
that.
hop mostly they're good at
Yeah.
Excuse me. I noticed that most of like the rap music from the North Africans, sometimes they even rap in French. It's exported to French-speaking countries, so France mainly. And also I heard that some of the big rappers in France have African descent. So I mean like North African descent mainly.
French Montana.
Yes. And I was just shaking my head. I was like, wow, so that makes the reason. But I mean, makes sense. But then there was a time when I remember like I had a flatmate of mine who was Tunisian. Every time I played an Afrobeat song, he was like, what song is that? What song is that? And he wasn't like so big on it. Then there's this one time he goes home on holiday and then I see him vibing to Angelina at the ocean or the seaside or something with his boys. And I said, bro, now Afrobeat has cut through every sector. And that's why like it's the biggest genre right now, man.
Biggest genre now, Afrobeat. Shout outs to Afrobeat. Okay, I want us to run into the games at this point in time. We are going for some games, and we're gonna play a game called Would You Rather.
Would you rather
game? Yeah. So I want to bring the first question is: would you rather be popular and untalented, or talented but not popular? You get the question?
Yeah, I think let's just first explain it to the audience, like what this game is.
No, like it's
How does
it's
it
a
work?
game of where you choose. It's like would you rather? Would you rather be this or this? Would you rather be?
So basically, you have two options,
You have
right?
two options,
And you
and
choose
then
one.
you choose one, and maybe you can give us a reason as to why you why you chose that. So, like I was saying, the first question is: would you rather be popular and untalented, or talented but not popular? You get the question now?
Yeah.
Yep,
yeah.
yep.
Yeah. So who wants to go first? Should I start with Mr. Kene?
Go with Kene
Building.
first.
Brother, I mean,
You need the building.
guys, I think this how I'm gonna put it.
Yeah.
When you say popularity, it comes with work that you've put behind the scene. Maybe someone did it for you or you did it for the person. But it doesn't just happen that you just become popular.
Answer the question.
Brother, calm down. Okay.
Catch him. Yeah.
Talented.
Okay.
Or
Yes.
talented, but nobody knows you.
Untalented, I have money.
Yeah.
I'm popular.
So you rather be popular.
Untalented,
You
I'm
rather be
popular.
Kim Kardashian.
He's not decisive, man.
You rather
He's not
be a Kim
decisive.
Kardashian.
Who?
You.
Like, because I was trying to just break it down for the audience to understand why I'm going to choose money, popularity over talent.
Mm-hmm.
You get it? Because for it to be popular, it means that you did something right. That's the whole
You
perspective.
can also do something dirty.
Or
I mean,
something wrong to become
Something
popular.
wrong to be famous.
That's completely
You're wrong,
understandable.
But not you.
But not, I know I won't do something dirty. That's why I feel okay saying
I feel like
popularity.
the most, like, quote me wrong, the most untalented popular people have done something dirty.
The most untalented popular people.
have done something dirty.
Not all of them.
Most.
Okay, most of them, yes. In the world we live in today,
In the world
everyone
we
is
live
trying.
in, like, give
Quick
me that
cash.
one. Give me that. Okay. Untalented. Okay, I was going to say Kabilem, but he's a talented. The guy does his
I was going to say this girl of cash me outside.
How about that?
How about that? What does she even do?
Wait, is Kabilem talented?
Ka-
Do you think he's talented?
Bro, I think he's
He just hit.
bro. I cannot
Freestyle
bro. I cannot say anything about that, man. His
Yeah.
strategy
Who is
works.
that?
The guy of
Kabila, the TikTok guy.
Kabilame.
TikTok
Ah.
guy.
Guy of
The guy who did this.
I think we underestimate what talent means. Talent
Yeah,
can be
bro.
anything. That's one thing. When you say
actually,
talent,
idea
what you're good at. And
What you're
maybe
good at
maybe
becomes
he's very
talent.
like one thing I will give like for that guy, to be honest, like what you just said
Content
before.
creating.
No, not even content. This guy is saying of 95% is consistency, 5% is what? Because imagine like he was doing this and he stopped making videos. He wouldn't
Yeah.
become popular. The guy kept doing this and this and this and this, and this led him to become viral. That was it, without saying a word on TikTok. He didn't say
No,
a
I
word.
feel he was talented because that whole idea generation is a talent.
Consistency, bro. Me, I always
And
think
he
it's
was
the work.
consistent, Yeah.
Because you saw how people like, you know how the internet cannot forgive.
Mm-hmm.
With the times when he would come and do this and his hands are so pale and guys would be doing
Yeah.
that. Can you smear oil on your hands? Or
Yeah,
lotion?
I
Those
can
things
imagine.
can throw you off, man.
I can imagine.
yeah, things can throw you off.
And even his face, the way he was very slim also. So it can look, if you don't have that strong mindset, you can fall off.
Yeah.
But so you
stayed, man.
you also pick popularity over talent.
Me, I wouldn't pick popularity. I'd rather be
Stressful.
unpopular, man.
But
And have
talented.
talent.
I'd rather be unpopular but have the talent, because the thing is that, you know,
You will be more
bro,
peaceful, I feel.
yeah, there's some peace, man. Popularity comes with a lot of pressure.
Pressure and stress.
True. But if we dive further in this,
I think I would
Talent-
also choose for that.
talent without having the mindset is useless as well. For someone to be popular, maybe you did something dirty, but you had that mindset, you had that drive. Okay, even if it's dirty, it's just for us to kind of change your thinking pattern.
Uh-huh.
But the fundamental is there, right? But just for us to change how you perceive, you don't want to rub people badly to get to the top. But when you choose talent, there are people that are talented and they are crazy talented that are in poverty. You know, you get
But they're unpopular
There is a talent.
and they're not even known. That they're very talented but very, very unknown. That
people that are very talented, right?
Yeah,
and
yeah.
they're very unknown. Nobody knows about them. Maybe it could be you're shy. It could be you're too lazy. Because one thing I know is that everyone has a specific talent. So when you call someone talented, by default, it means the person had what it takes to be successful. That's what I believe in. If people put in the work and do the right things and understand what their capabilities are. But the difference between you that's talented and you that's popular is the work most times.
yeah.
I feel if I'm talented, I just need the right people. I just need to be
You need to know the right
people,
network of
the
people.
right network.
But
I
most
feel that's
talented
how it
people
is.
never get there.
Yeah.
Which is
Will
true.
you guys
Just like-
agree with that?
No,
I know
we
there are a lot of
100%, man.
talented
I agree
people,
with
but
that
they don't have this
100%.
opportunity. So that's also true.
At the same time, of course, it's nice to be talented, right? It feels good. Most times it satisfies your ego.
Just
When you
satisfy
feel
the
like,
ego.
okay, everybody says you're a talented guy, but when it comes to what are you doing in the world? Like, and that's the bottom line. What legacy are you going to leave? You were talented. But me, let's say I choose to be popular. I became popular for, what is not talent? What can you be popular for? That's not a talent.
I cannot think of one.
Social media, just post something funny and then you're popular all of a sudden.
But fun is talent.
But yeah, that means
Comedy
you're
is
popular.
talent.
Comedy is talent.
Because what I'm saying, it can be something funny, but you just like it was just one thing that was funny, but usually you're not funny.
But you know, this thing of talent is subjective, man.
Yeah.
It's- and also in terms of like this answer, I was just thinking about it. Like it depends on the kind of person, because I think that if I'm to think of your concept, I would say that it makes a lot of sense to be popular but untalented, because anyhow, you'll always find a way around things, right?
yeah.
Gotcha.
And that happens with a lot of musicians who are not the best. Like, think of like how many times have you watched X Factor or something? You know, Britain's Got Talent or you whatever, and then you see very talented people,
Yes,
but they
that's
just
true.
you
But
know,
they are not the end
and then you see the guys who are hitting are not even that talented, but it's just because somebody is doing something right. The reason why I say that it's better for me to be unpopular but talented is because that the chances are higher. The chances are higher. It means
That's
that
true.
you don't have to put in so much work to express yourself. The popular people,
Just do it.
those ones there, like they have to work 2 times harder to maintain it. You know,
I agree.
the maintenance.
Agree with that.
Because the thing is that there's a time cap in your popularity, and once it's done, it's done. Coming back up is hard. The talent, you stay talented for the rest of your life. Let me say, if you're a good singer, you can sing for the rest of your life, regardless of whether you're popular or not. You're happier.
True.
It's just the fulfillment in it. That's why I
I think that's a good point. When you said the fulfillment,
Yeah.
and you're not like scared. Even if, let's say you get there, you don't get it. Okay, let's assume that you get to your end goal. You're not scared of being there because you have a talent to sustain you. That's why I like your point.
I think I'm gonna pose this question let people blow up the comment section.
But this is a real nice question that we could go on for 1 hour, more hour.
I'm saying you guys are now starting to debate.
No, it's not even debate.
No, just being subjective, just
Just
understanding each other.
understanding.
That's what I'm saying. Like that question, you're gonna be like, but at least I think I would like that you change sides. This guy's change sides immediately.
What do you mean that we change
No, we're not changing time. We're just understanding each other's angle. But I still stay on my
I'm
side.
gonna leave it for the crowd.
Sharing opinions.
Let people blow up the comment section. You get, would you rather be popular and untalented or talented but not popular? What is your opinion? Yes.
I think maybe next time for this kind of question we can make it niche.
Very niche.
To music, for example, if we're into the music side or we're into movie, so that we can know, okay, what are the talents involved in music? Otherwise, even me being able to do this,
is a talent.
I can do this and make money from this. There's possible, and someone says it's a talent, Yeah, but it's quite interesting. Interesting topic.
Yeah.
Talent is anything God given, not everybody can do it. So
yeah.
So
it's a wrap up, right?
Question, maybe one more question.
One more.
Want to have one more?
Would you rather have more money or more time?
Sheesh.
That one is straight up for me. Time. I'm even not going to explain it.
Me too. I think.
Time.
Money, of course not.
Guys, what do you think? Would you rather have more money, more time? Why? Why do you think?
Money, of course not. That was time is his answer.
It's more time. I think we shall have more of these games on the next podcast.
Yeah, so guys,
Podcast.
tell
I love
us
the podcast.
Tell us how you love this. Just give us, I won't say not a core opinion, but basically, do you want more short form content, more long form content? What do you want to see on the next podcast? What do you want to hear?
We
And
just
even-
wanna see
and
on
even-
the Collins J.
And even just to make it more interesting, I know that this is the first ever podcast for Foreign Express,
Mama.
and it's just us, and you're getting to know us in the background slowly. But I think that the way forward is like with the conversations, having deeper topics to talk about.
Yeah.
Let's say you guys have watched this podcast. What are those things that you think we should talk about? Not only niche to music.
No.
If you feel that there was a subject which needs to be addressed and you want to find I usually like the word subjective, a subjective opinion on it from different angles. Of course, we plan to bring people on the show. We plan to bring people on the show, have a discussion, and see how we can understand
Each
lots of
other.
things or understand each other. So put those ideas in the comment section. We shall pick it up.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Nicely
that was our
said.
time. And feel free to ask anybody question. If you have a question for Joe, it's his birthday. You can send him some shout outs, some gifts. You know what I'm saying? Myself, Collins J. On Instagram, I'm exclusively Collins J. And
Bro,
I have
I've never seen
Mr.
someone who loves himself than Collins.
This guy loves himself.
The way you say, guys, tune in just for me.
Yeah. And also he gave himself credit with his Instagram account. Just to summarize, go into the description, you'll find our socials to follow us. So we shall put Collins initials last. So we shall put his last.
Because
at the
we're
bottom
Still
of the
fine.
description.
Still fine. I know. Guys are still fine.
But
But
guys,
it's been real, man. It's been
Before
real.
we close the camera, I just want to say that happy birthday, special happy birthday to Joe, guys.
Man,
Please
thanks a lot, man.
spam his comment section. I know it might be late already by then, but just tell him happy birthday to the new age, because I think for the next 2 weeks he will still be in the birthday spirit. And on that light,
For the next
we
2
have
weeks.
we have something to give to our brother Joe.
Our brother in the camera. Let's do it.
Let's get it.
Let's get it.
What do you mean?
We have something for you, bro.
Bro,
What?
don't tell him not to leave here.
Yes, sir.
So you guys, what? I didn't expect this, man. I didn't expect
Talk to the people who are
this.
coming.
Guys, these guys are pretending. I don't know. These guys are just pretending. I even hear somebody going to the toilet. That is, guys, wash your hands when you come back, okay? So, without kidding, this has been a long podcast planning for months now. And we're really happy we launched it. I hope you guys are going to stick around. Don't forget to like, share, and follow this podcast because it's essential in our growth pattern and how we're going to grow eventually. And as we keep having these guys coming on session, follow everybody. Suggest what you think we should talk about, which is very interesting. Today we just touched a few things on, on the journey of African music, what we are doing, what are inspirations. But I think that in the next podcast, we're going to go into something a bit more deeper. Just trying to either talk as guys or we are going to talk about something more generalistic. Like we've had so much happening all over the world recently, with, Takeoff passing and what what's happening with American music industry. I know that people might say that we shouldn't be really concerned about that because those are issues that are addressed to a certain industry or a certain country, and their issues are not so global and affect. But I think that one way or the other, it affects you because if you see an artist, these guys are back. If you see an artist, losing their lives, you give them, you give them encouragement, mostly for the families, but it affects everyone. But regardless, these guys are back. So let me stop talking and not going into this deeper conversation. Oh my goodness me. Oh!
Happy birthday to you.
My goodness me. I didn't see this coming. Oh my goodness me. Oh my goodness me. Thank you guys. Oh my goodness me. I was like, thank you.
There's no cake.
Guys, I'll see you tomorrow, okay? This podcast has officially ended. I'm out of here.
Shout.
Wow, man. Thanks a lot, guys. I didn't see this coming. Thank you. What's inside here? Wow, some good chocolate.
Nice stuff,
Thank you. Thank you, guys. Really appreciate it from the bottom of my heart.
From the bottom to the top.
Yeah, somebody used to say from the bottom of my black heart. No, mine is good. It's a good heart. So
yeah.
Thank you. As I think, like, for me, the podcast doesn't. I want to eat this cake.
Yeah.
But guys, thanks for sticking around. You see, I'm ending it quickly. Thanks for sticking around. I've spoken to you guys already without these guys being here. You know what's up. It's our secret. Just get into action.
Let's get to the nitty gritty, right?
So guys, it's about time to dig in.
So guys, catch you on the next podcast, or you want to watch us eat the cake?
Catch you in the next podcast.
Okay.
If you want some cake, the BMK will give you the address in the description.
Yeah, and his phone number too.
Nice. So we got our dear brother here, like this little token, because man, he's been such a wonderful friend and brother. He's slowly becoming. He still has some tests to pass before he qualifies officially as a brother to exclusive Collins J. Yeah, but you just want to say, like, man, for the hard work you're putting in, for all the hoops and
Support.
all the success support, ideas you keep bringing on to the team, keeping our legs, I'll say making sure we're working on our toes and we're doing things right, with the video part, with the social media. You're always giving your ideas and honest and very tactical on how you present it to make sure you're not offending much people. Mm-hmm. So I just want to say, like, thank you, man, for the journey so far. More More success to come, man.
come.
More
Man, thanks a
success.
lot, man. Thanks a lot. I didn't expect this actually. I didn't know
That's
you
good.
guys. No, you guys, this is why I don't trust men. So you talk in secret. I came here and I was like, yeah, man. You know, tonight we are going to just chill after this
Tonight is
podcast
the
is
vibe.
done.
Tonight is the
But
vibe, you know?
men working in teams, man, silently. But thanks a lot, man. I really appreciate the kind words, man. Making it to this, we call it the third floor, right?
The third floor, bro.
Yeah,
How
we're
is
on the
it?
first stair. We're on the first stair of the third floor. So thank you so much.
Thanks, man. Thanks for
Thank you
being a great
for the
person.
friendship, man.
All right, man. That's good. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday again,
Thanks,
man. All right, guys. I hope you love this. I won't say forgive me because I know I stutter sometimes, but I think it's a good learning experience to podcast. It's gonna clean up your articulation, and you can. What am I saying, guys? Just off this thing. Switch it off.
See you next one.
See you.
Bye, guys.
Bye.